Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, vlog number 357. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded much in the last 2 days. I managed to get a studio episode out, but I've been practicing and getting ready for this trip, which I am leaving for in 2 days. So this vlog is going to be a little bit of a rundown of what's happening over the next 2 weeks, and of course I'm going to be taking you guys with me on this whirlwind, round the world 15-day trip. It's going to be over so quickly, but I'm very, very excited. So the first thing that's happening is in 2 days, I am taking a flight from here to Hong Kong, one of my favorite cities in the world. I haven't been to Hong Kong since 3 years ago, and even then I'd only visited for like 2 days or something. I barely got to do anything. And obviously this is the first time I'll be going to Hong Kong on my own. This is the first time that I'm going to be playing in Hong Kong with Therese!
Oh my god!
Not only is this a solo debut and a duo debut and also the premiere of my new piece, but a lot of people that I know are going to be there, and it's Hong Kong. Like, Hong Kong is lit. No, but seriously, it's going to be super exciting. I'm in Hong Kong for just 5 days, which sounds like a long enough time, but it's going to go by super quickly. Past Hong Kong Days of Percussion are happening on Saturday and Sunday at the HKICC Lee Shao Key School of Creativity. I'm really excited for the program and what's happening over there, in addition to, of course, playing there. It's going to be super, super fun. Of course, I can't wait to meet all of the new people I haven't met yet in Hong Kong, but of course, you guys are going to see some regular faces that you have seen in the vlogs before. Firstly, of course, Therese. You will also see Matthew Lau, who was literally sitting right here about 6 weeks ago.
This is what happens when you're alone. That's right. All the time.
And of course, from all of you guys who remember from when I was in Malaysia in June, yes, you will be seeing Gib Chan as well. So yeah, a lot of my favorite people in the one place, and it's Hong Kong. It's gonna be lit. After past Hong Kong, I'm gonna be staying in Hong Kong for 1 more day, and then I'm taking a plane directly to New York City. And I'm not staying in New York City the first time. I'm just going to be going directly onward to Indianapolis for PASIC. Now that in itself is already a huge thing. I've never flown 15.5 hours before. The longest I've ever done is 12.5. So 15.5 is gonna be pretty challenging, but we will do our best. And then I'll be flying 2 hours onward to Indianapolis, which is a place that I've never been to. I don't know very much about Indianapolis, but I will be staying with my friend Jet. You might remember Jet from the Malaysian vlogs. He won the Malaysia Percussion Festival competition, and well, he's gonna be staying with me, so that's gonna be fun. I haven't seen Jet in a long time since he went on exchange to Canada. And of course, the biggest thing that is happening at PASIC for me personally is of course our studio family and Team Noppa meetup and panel, which is happening on the Thursday, room 113 in the Indiana Convention Center. I really need to get used to that name. The lineup is completely crazy. Like, not only is it just me and Rob Noppa, but it's also our friends Todd Meehan, who is Liquid Drum, Drew Tucker, amazing guy, and Casey Cangelosi, the Casey Cangelosi. These guys are going to be joining me on this panel, and I came up with this idea kind of randomly like a few months ago with Rob on Skype. We were just talking about it casually and saying, maybe we should do a YouTube meetup. And like, I've never really been a fan of doing meetups for myself because it just seems very wanky. It seems very self-entitled to say, oh, all these people are going to come for me. And then I asked Rob if he wanted to do a meetup together, and surprisingly he said yes. And then I thought that would be great. And then suddenly Todd Meehan says he wants to be in, and then Drew messages me, and I decided, okay, we might as well have Drew on. And then Casey says yes as well. It's like, what? So to be honest, none of us have really planned how that meetup is gonna go. I have a few ideas in my head, but it's gonna be pretty ridiculous. I also have a few other things to do at PASIC, including meeting the people who have sent me all of this and all of that, and it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna be staying at PASIC for the full 5 days? I'm gonna be staying for the full thing, which is something apparently not everyone does in America, but I've never been to PASIC before, so I'm gonna make the most of it because it cost me a lot of money. So after PASIC finishes, I'll be hightailing it back to New York City, and I'll only be in New York City for 2 days. I'm gonna be doing some stuff with Rob Noppa, but it's gonna be really, really short, so I don't expect to do a lot. And then after New York City is finished, that basically means the whole trip is finished. I'll be getting back on the plane, flying 23-ish hours back to Perth, and then the next day, I'm gonna be picking up Therese from the airport as we prepare for Marimba Dreams. So Marimba Dreams is happening on the 19th. That's like 3 days after I get back from New York, which is just insane. I don't know if jet lag is gonna be a factor, but it's pretty crazy. I'll try and vlog as much of the Perth stuff as possible, but I think by then I'm gonna be pretty tired. So if you don't see as much vlog action then, That's why. But yes, the next 3 weeks are gonna be absolutely crazy. Like, I have no idea how any of this is gonna turn out. It's all new for me. Like, I went to America last year and I went to Chosen Vale last year and I vlogged all of that for you guys. But of course, back then I didn't have the show, I didn't have any of this stuff, and I wasn't really doing that much new stuff over there. But this time, we're doing everything. Also, another thing that I've neglected to tell you guys is that you might have seen in the previous vlogs, I was trying to get business class seats on all of my flights from here to America on points. Obviously, I wouldn't pay for it. That's ridiculous. And I was on waitlist for quite a while, and then I told you guys that I got most of the flights. Well, guess what? Now we have every single leg covered on business class. So we're gonna be flying from Perth to New York and back on business class. Business class. I know for some people out there, like business class is just a normal thing, but I have never flown long haul business class in my life. In fact, I don't think I've ever flown short haul business class, or maybe like one time when I was a kid, but I've never flown this much business class in my life. This is 45 hours worth of business class. So Perth to Hong Kong is a 7.5 hour flight, and it's gonna be overnight. So I'll be sleeping on business class on the way to Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong to New York is 15.5 hours. I'll be flying that in business class as well. So that means I get to go to all the lounges in Hong Kong, which is gonna be super exciting. Of course, you guys are coming too. Even on that 2-hour flight, I managed to get a domestic first seat, and I know American Airlines first class on domestic short haul flights is not really first class. It's more just like a premium economy, but like still, the price was so good. It was so close to the economy class ticket. I figured I might as well. So all the way to Indianapolis, I'm flying pretty decent seats. Then on the way back, I have exactly the same thing, but in reverse. So again, like the 2-hour domestic first, 15.5 hours on a 777, business class, and then Hong Kong to Perth, another 7.5 hours on the A350 business class. You guys are coming along. It's gonna be lit. I'm really excited about this, and I know some people don't really get that excited about flying, you know, premium classes on airlines and stuff, but like, I don't think I'll ever get another chance in my life to fly 45 hours worth of business class long haul on something like Cathay Pacific. Like, that's insane. It cost me a lot of points. Like, even though it was all points, it was quite a lot, and it took me a long time to get that much. So I highly doubt I'll get to do it again, but this is gonna be really fun while it lasts. So yeah, that's everything you need to know about the trip. I'll try to vlog as much of it as I can. Obviously, some days maybe I'll be like really tired from practicing or rehearsing, or maybe some days not much will happen, so the vlog will be a bit shorter, or there might not even be one at all. We'll see how we go, but last time I managed to do one every day, so should be okay. In any event, making vlogs is really meaningful to me personally because it's one of the ways that I get to relive all of my trips. Like, I watch my old vlogs all the time whenever I go overseas or anything because I just like to relive those moments, and this is the best way I know of capturing it. So if you want to keep up with these trips, make sure you stay subscribed to this channel by clicking the red subscribe button below. Thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers on this channel and 6,000 subscribers on my studio channel. That is insane. So yeah, I have to start serious packing tomorrow, which is why I'm going to avoid doing any sort of video work or filming stuff because I really need to get down to business. I've spent the last few days practicing non-stop for both Hong Kong as well as Marimba Dreams. So I hope this is going to be okay, but thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I know it's a bit unusual to have a vlog like this where I'm literally just sitting here going blah 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 blah. But I always want to keep you guys updated with what's going on. So thank you so much for watching today's vlog, and I will see you guys in 2 days time for when I leave for Hong Kong. Good night.